Ganon yung nangyari sa akin. Ginawa ko nga, alam mo yun, ginawa kong meaning yung YouTube ko. Ginawa kong meaning yung kapag maraming nanonood, mas importante ako. Kapag wala nang nanonood, hindi na ako importante. You know? So I became anxious, nag-overthink ako. Binigay ko basically yung worth ko sa social media on what people think of me. Naranasan nyo na yun? Naging people pleaser kayo in some way. Ginawa ko na lahat pero hindi pa rin nila ako tanggap. Hindi nila ako sinasama sa park. Hindi nila ako sinasama sa ML. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel basically, you're scared of being persecuted by people. And yun yung ginawa ko. Binase ko nga yung worth ko sa sinasabi ng tao sa akin. Hindi sa gumawa sa akin. So doon po ako naging anxious. Ngayon, sa overthinking ko po, talagang dami kong iniisip and all. This was my battles. A lot of people, they spread lies, nag-hate sila. Alam mo, yung mga bagay na hindi ko na-control, tinatry ko pang, hindi ko nakakaya yung sarili ko. Tapos yung iba, kinokontrol ko pa. So I was really anxious, nababaliw na ako. Until, alam mo yung kapag desperate ka, nahahanap ka ng verses sa Google. Bible verse for anxiety, o gano'n. Bible verse for depression. Ako, nag-ganon ako, I admit. May nakita po akong beautiful Bible verse, no? Bible verse. 1 Peter 5. Nakalimutan ko, oh my gosh! 1 Peter 5, 7 or 8. I'll check, wait. Lord, forgive me, hindi ko memorize. So, dinag-search ako. Alright, here it goes. Okay lang kayo? Sorry, boring, no? Boring ba? Hindi. Kailangan nyo lang marinig to. So, nag-search po ako. 1 Peter 5, 7. Cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. Right. So, going back in our lives, right? And even in social media, we all have our battles, right? Maybe sa school may hinaharap ka. Maybe sa family mo. Mine happened to be here, in my mind. Kasi every thought, no? Every battle, nagsastart yan, of course, pag-iisip natin. So I searched the verse, cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. Eh, the good news yun, Lord, you care for me. So alam mo itong battles na to na pinagdadaanan ko. So ginawa ko, Lord, lahat ng iniisip ko, inisa-isa ko, Lord, I need, ikaw nang bahala. You know? Bato ako ng bato kay Lord, Lord, I need. Tapos nagtataka ako, walang nangyayari. Alam mo yun, Lord, bakit ganon? Pray naman ako. Bakit? I'm still anxious. I am still anxious in many things. Ngayon, na-realize ko, hindi ko ginagawa yung verse 6. Siyempre, verse 7, cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. It's a very beautiful verse. Ngayon, hindi ko binasa yung previous verse na nandun. 1 Peter 5:6 actually says, and then sa ESV version, isang sentence lang sila. Yung verse 6 and verse 7, isang sentence lang talaga. Sabi sa verse 6, humble yourselves, therefore under God's mighty hand, that He may lift you up in due time, casting all your anxieties on Him. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Magpaka-humble ka muna daw. Tapos, i-cast mo yung anxiety mo kay Lord. Basically, what was that verse trying to say is that para mawala po ang anxieties natin on the future. Kung may hinaharap kang battle na hindi mo na control, your family, finances, and all, stop trying to control the things that you cannot control. Doon po ako nabigla kasi parang prideful pala ako kasi kinokontrol ko nga yung mga kay Lord ko na dapat binibigay. Nandiyan po ba kayo? It was crazy because I was not humble. I was trying to play God all over again. Ngayon, sa buhay po, life is very, kailangan nating malaman na ang buhay na hinaharap natin ngayon. Marami talagang problema. Kahit gaano ka katalino, kahit gaano mo pa i-prepare yan, merong isang problema na sasapigin ka sa mukha na hindi ka ready. Always! Nandiyan, di ba? Lagi tayong may pinagdadaanan. Yung mga bang masaya? Do we really know what they're going through? Alam natin na may pinagdadaanan tayong lahat. Maybe nandito ka din to ask God na, Lord, I really need your help. So, what I'm trying to say is, how do we defeat our battles, even mine? Is basically, number one, we need to humble ourselves na hindi tayo Diyos ng buhay natin. Hindi po natin control ang lahat. Hindi mo nga kayang kontrolin yung tibok ng puso. Buhay mo pa kaya? Tama? It's crazy because we really need help right now in our society. So number one, humility. Lord, I am not in control. You are. Secondly, nandiyan po ba kayo? Okay lang. Hello, ate. Number two, Ephesians 6, sabi sa Ephesians 6, sabi ni Apostle Paul doon, we do not fight against flesh and blood. Lahat ng battles natin dito sa mundo, kuwari merong alam mo yun, merong nang away sa'yo na tao, hindi naman talaga siya yung kaaway mo eh. We do not fight against flesh and blood, but we fight against evil principalities, sabi daw ni Apostle Paul. So for personally, parang yun yun. Meron tayong mga kalaban na spirits and all. That is actually true. That is why when we fight our battles, di ba narinig niyo yung kanta kanina? Ang ganda, di ba? This is how we fight our battles. Pag ganun pa ako, hey, hindi yung katawan. Mali, sorry. So how do we fight our battles? Number one, we humble ourselves. Secondly, we need to read this. Ito po ang panlaban natin sa lahat, actually. Sa lahat. Kasi habang lumalaki tayo, marami tayong ma-realize na marami tayong hindi control. May hangganan yung talino mo. May hangganan yung good looks mo. May hangganan yung kaya mo. Kasi nga, tao lang po tayo. At the end, we need God's help. And number two, we need to read this. Nagbabasa po yung ganito? Ako actually bago lang. Noong nagka-problema ako. Di ba? Pag nagka-problema ka, doon ka malapit kay Lord. Lord, paano yun? Nagkasakit. That happened to be my case. We need to read this. Ito po talaga ang panlaban natin. Alright. Sino po dito mahilig magkape ulit? Mahilig ka magkape. Alright. Alam niyo to, last na lang. This is my last point. So basically ito, hindi po to mukhang betadine, no? So actually kanina, bumibili po akong kape. Sabi niya, sir, meron po kami yung bagong malakas to, sir. Next year ka na matutulog. Talaga. So binigay niya sa akin to. You know what I'm saying? Sino po nagkakape ulit? Raise your hands. Sino nagtithesis? Raise your hands. I love that smell. Now, masarap po yung 3-in-1, di ba? Kapag wala kang choice. Diba? Konting 3-in-1, hot water, pandesal. Right? Ngayon, kung mahilig ka talaga magkape, kapag nagti-3-in-1 ka lagi, parang nagiging na milk tea. Alam mo, matamis na. Alam mo yung mild, parang Milo. Di ba? Pag gusto mo na ng sobrang lakas, pag magba-black coffee ka na, di ba? Lalo yung mga parents natin, di ba? Magpupuro na maga. Ngayon, ito, kapatid. This is it, man. Next year ka na matutulog pag tinake mo to. Promise, check nyo. So, I am really a coffee addict, right? Okay, wow. You see, parang ganyan din tayo sa buhay, di ba? Okay na tayo sa 3-in-1. You know? We're gonna taste 3-in-1s in our lives. Ano ba yung mga instant coffee? You know? Para lang ma-solve yung mga problema natin. Like love life, you know, career. We make worldly things our God. Right? Instant, 3-in-1. Pero pag natikman mo talaga yung the best, real talk, isa pa nga, pag natikman mo yung the best, things will never be the same again. Yan po yung sinasabi ko kapag na-taste mo na si Jesus, things will never be the same again. Kaya po, I will end with this. Number one, ang life verse ko po, John 15:5. Sinasabi ni Jesus sa disciples niya. Hi, hindi, joke lang. Sinasabi ni Jesus sa disciples niya, I am the vine, you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Ang sinasabi ni Jesus doon, ako ang cheat code mo sa buhay. Dikitan lang daw natin si Jesus. We will bear fruits in our lives. And imagine niyo yun, kapag kasama natin si Jesus, even yung mga problema natin, siya yung lumalaban. Hindi ikaw mag-isa. Nandiyan po ba tayo? Uulitin ko, hindi nyo nakuha, nainip kayo. I know. But I will end with this. If you tasted the best, pag natikman natin si Jesus, lahat ng ating tinitikman natin, ay, ang tagal ko nang hinahanap to. That is what I felt. Tikman mo na lahat dito sa mundo, we will just end with this. Si Jesus lang pala yung kailangan mo. And how do you defeat your battles? It's giving it to God. Amen? Last verse. Sorry, Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. That is an underrated verse, right? In a world where we want to take control, sabi ni Lord, stop. Stop! Ay, yung lumendon, nag-stop. Andun si Ingrid, sabi ko, witness. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, and I will end with this. How do we defeat our battles? We stop playing God. We let God fight our battles. Amen? So, yun lang po ang gusto ko sabihin. Please stick with Jesus. Kahit di nyo na po ako, alam mo, kahit di na kayo mag-subscribe sa akin, basta you subscribe to Jesus and to Jamil. Thank you very much, guys. God bless! Woo-hoo!